Welcome to Being Humankind with your hosts Brian, Mike, and Neely. We explore what it means to be human in a time of disconnection.
What do you think is the most beautiful thing about you?
Beautiful, my hair. The most beautiful thing about on what kind of level? Emotional, physical? It's up to me. I think when I feel my most beautifulness, it's when I am able to help others become better versions of themselves. When I see them succeed in front of my eye, see them do something that I helped infuse, something as little as like when in masonry, the candidate learning to memorize his proficiency or catechism and struggling and saying, I'll never get this down. I'll never get this down. And then you're just like, no, it's going to click. You're going to see it. It's going to click. It's going to click. It's just all about practice and repetition. You'll get it. And then the minute they do, and then they deliver it like that, that is what, in a way, one of the things that helps fulfill my soul, and in a way makes you feel fulfilled, really, in a very sexy way, right? Like it's like, wow, like, it's seeing somebody before your eyes conquer something that they were almost giving themselves permission to fail. So I think whenever I can help facilitate somebody's success and conquering of that fear, I feel like that's one of the strengths that I can bring to them. And that to me is a beautiful thing when I see human beings helping each other out in that growth and then in that success. And that's priceless. I don't think you could put a price tag on it. But yeah, I think that is something that I've seen myself help others, and later they come and thank me and blah, blah, blah. But I'm just like, hey, I'm just doing the Lord's work. Somebody.
Did you always know that about yourself?
No, because I mean, you're growing up, you're fending for yourself. That came with just much more growth and interpersonal relationships that you're having with other people, and seeing that there is a bunch of potential in these individuals that individual, and you just stay on them, encouraging them, which is, I don't think we do a lot of these days. And that I think helps. And sometimes that's all you need. You just need that extra push, right? That extra pat on the back, or that I'll be there kind of thing, validation, as Oprah Winfrey would say, right? We're all looking for validation. And I think that as I was growing older, I started to see those connections in that psychological level. And I said, well, I should give this person that moment to see him succeed with that attention, with that encouragement. And once I saw it working, I said, all right, then this is my humanistic contribution to the world around me right now, right? But I think we all have it. We just have degrees of how much we're willing to, or how much we can put in the time to see others fulfill that, right?
I think that's really important. People need that, and not enough people take the time. It's like that question, how are you? And then, do we really want to take the time? How many people really take the time to sit and listen to the answer? And people really need somebody to sometimes sit and listen to the answer. And, it sounds like you're one of those people who really sits and listens to the answer.
Yeah, but I think you also have to protect yourself, because there's a lot of vampires out there that then to just prey on you and start, hey, can I come over again? I'm like, why? You've been here for the past 2 days. It's enough. Like, I'll see you next week. Like, I think that also in growing and going through this, you start to realize that there's just some people that cannot live without attention, and they need that attention. You know, we've all had the relatives or the friends that the minute they broke up with one girlfriend, the next day they were with another girlfriend. And after that one, I'm like, why don't you take a little time for yourself? Some people just don't appreciate being alone, right? They don't understand how being alone can help balance you out and make you more harmonious in understanding who you are. So when you do go into a relationship, you're not saying, well, this is how this person's going to fulfill me because this is what I'm missing. It's more like, how am I going to complement that other person to make a whole and work together to be each other's cheerleaders and be the best versions of ourselves? And I think those are the other little, idiosyncrasies that I start to pick up in those friends and relatives that I see that just, go from one place to another because they can't stand being alone. It's just too difficult to be alone. And I don't know where that comes. I don't know if that's an upbringing thing, or I don't know where that fear comes from, but I always encourage them to at least take a pause and take their time and not jump into anything too soon, to really, really take that breather to see who they are and what they really need in their lives before they con somebody else to be part of their lives.
There's a lot behind that.
Oh yeah.